Hello and welcome to part 1 of Nate Peterman's career in the NFL. My name is Dylan and this is Madden 17. Now I'm going to be starting the season not as creating Nate Peterman as the player. I am going to pick a team, simulate the 2016 season because Nate Peterman is currently in the NCAA playing, and I will go from there. I will simulate that whole season, then I will create Nate Peterman in the 2017 preseason. So right now I'm just browsing teams, just like, who should I pick? Who should I pick? I'm just going to pick the Steelers as they are my favorite team, and I'm just going to go and I'm going to pick Art Rooney. Now, just playing the season as him, gonna simulate the whole thing. You're going to see who I pick for what I pick for options and such. We're gonna go from there. So there's only gonna be a one season thing, so we're gonna have to at the end of this whole season, this whole off season, retire Art Rooney. Now, this isn't that unrealistic considering how old he is. There has been talk of them wanting to sell the Steelers or just passing it on to the next in line. Now, so this is not going to affect the franchise at all, so it should not be a big deal. So now we're going to begin by going into week 1 and we are going to advance. We're going to go down and we're going to jump ahead to, as I look around to see what I want to do, we're going to sim to next season. I think that's what it says. And by doing so, we're not affecting anything that happens in the 2016 season. It plays out the way it plays out. We have re-sign free agents, sign free agents, manage the team. That's all on auto, and so we are not affecting that at all. So now as we finish advancing, we are going to advance into preseason week 1. And in preseason week 1, the Steelers were playing the Redskins, but that will not matter because we are not playing as the Pittsburgh Steelers. But we're going to go in here just for curiosity, just out of curiosity's sake. We're going to see who won the Super Bowl. And as it turns out, the Pittsburgh Steelers won the Super Bowl. And James Harrison's retired. Antonio Brown wins the MVP for the Super Bowl. And everything is great in Pittsburgh. Now, the same cannot be said in Chicago as they still have Jay Cutler, and they actually drafted two quarterbacks in the draft. Not good quarterbacks, but they drafted quarterbacks. So we're going to go in here. I thought about going from this guy and just editing him, but we're going to actually create Nate Peterman. And as I looked around and as I compared his stats and I looked at things, he's more of a balanced guy. He does run the ball when he needs to, when he needs to roll out of the pocket. So we're just going to go balance. He's not a pocket passer. He's definitely not a mobile quarterback. So that's what we're going to pick. And we're going to go in here and we are going to edit all of his equipment. I was looking at pictures on Google, of course, to see, if I can match the helmets up, the armbands, the coach's playbook, all of that stuff. And as it turns out, I got everything I could. I got the exact helmet. I got the exact frame for the helmet, and everything was good. So this is Nate Peterman. This is what he's going to look like. And yeah, let's get right into preseason game 1.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Preseason action on the slate and the chance to build up arm strength and get accustomed to the speed of the game again. Always so important for a quarterback at this time of year. It's the Broncos going up against the Bears. With kickoffs.
Now that was a little intro to Nate Peterman's career, as he is, of course, a Chicago Bear, and they will be going up against the Denver Broncos at Soldier Field. And as you can see here, everybody's getting pumped up. Nate Peterman there on the sideline, getting to talk to the coaches. He is very excited for his debut in the NFL. It should be very exciting to see what he can do against this high-powered defense that the Broncos seem to rely on. Now, as we sim ahead here, you can see that the Broncos have taken a 6-0 lead, but Nate Peterman is now coming in the game at the beginning of the second quarter. And this is an exciting moment for this rookie as he gets to showcase his skills to the Bears. Now, of course, he is an undrafted rookie, and this is his first snap. He hands it off to Shane Vereen, and Shane Vereen seems to go nowhere. This is a big problem I see with this slider set that I'm using, the Flasco's slider set, is that if you really run a run to the outside, or if you run something right out of the playbook and not audible to it, it doesn't go anywhere. It's either the AI just can't recognize the holes that they're given, or they're just they're unable to hold blocks there on the outside with wide receivers or tight ends. It really goes each way. As you can see, Nate Peterman has completed his first pass in the NFL, an exciting moment for him as he gets it to the tight end for a 14-yard gain and 3rd and inches. Now lining up, and he takes the snap, and he hands it off to Shane Vereen. This time Shane Vereen actually gets some yards as there was a big hole there. Now as we skip ahead here, it is a 3rd and 4 at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Buckner goes out to the left. And as it turns out, Buckner wide open. Nobody gets it to him. Nate Peterman throws it to end zone touchdown. Nate Peterman's first touchdown in the NFL comes in preseason week 1 against the Broncos with 7:49 left in the second quarter. Now as we skip ahead here and we start the next drive. Now as we start the next drive, they go out and it looks like this is going to be a run play. Peterman play fakes and the guard jumps offside, so that'll be a false start, and that'll set him back a little bit for the drive. Now as they go out there with that 5-yard penalty in mind, now it is a pass play. Peterman snaps, goes out, Roddy White open again, makes the completion, and it will be a gain of around 10 yards. Now as we skip ahead, the Bears are now looking at a 3rd and 13 on their own 40-yard line. It's going to be a pass play. Peterman sets up in the shotgun formation with 2 backs. He snaps, and he throws it, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by the Broncos. Peterman is going to chase him down and push him out of bounds at around the 12-yard line. Doss gets the interception. Now as we skip ahead, it is now a 3rd and 14 for the Bears at their own 21-yard line. Peterman in the shotgun. Snaps, and the ball is actually broken up by the cornerback. Looked like the tight end was open, but the cornerback shifted over to the right, and it was broken up, and that will end another drive without a score. Now the next time that the Bears get the ball, there's 37 seconds left. They are on their own 25-yard line, and they're just going to try and get into scoring position. As Peterman snaps, and he tosses the ball, and Roddy White again there to make the leaping grab. Now as time runs down, Peterman's going to go to the hurry up, as they are going to get to the line and snap with 22 seconds left. Peterman rolls, he throws over to the tight end Cook, and he gets a gain of around 10 yards, and Chicago will call a timeout. Now as we return from timeout, it looks like the Bears will be going for a corner strike play. Roddy White is the preferred receiver, and Peterman will toss it over to Roddy White. He will make the catch behind his back, and he will get to the end zone, and the Bears will trim the lead to 2 points heading into halftime.
And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation,
now as we return from halftime, the Bears get the ball first, and as you can see, the goal is to get 2 completions. 2 completions in a row. And it looks like the ball is going to be given to Shane Vereen out to the left. They toss, and he makes a spin move, and he actually gets 3 to 4 yards. There's actually a flag on the play, and as they look at Simmons, it is a face mask on the defense, giving the Bears another 15 free yards. And I have actually noticed that the face masks are happening a little bit too often. I can imagine they would be if I was playing on defense as well. So I actually turned that down a little bit. And just to get it a little bit less frequent, I really don't want to be getting 15 free yards, once a drive. And as we continue on here, Peterman throws it, and he gets it over to Hawley, and that will be a gain of 7 yards. Peterman pumped up about that one. Now later on here in the drive, it looks like the Bears are going to line up in a Pats slant. This is actually a custom playbook that I am a lot more comfortable using. And as Peterman snaps the ball, he gives it, and it is incomplete. Another close call for Peterman, as that one could have been easily intercepted if the defender would have put 2 hands up. Now, heading on to 2nd and 10 as we look at Coach Fox. Looks like it's going to be another pass play out of the Bears as the running game just has not developed today, as I was telling you guys before. Vereen out to the right, and they toss it over to White again, and he spins, and he is headed to the end zone, uncontested. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. Peterman with his 3rd passing touchdown of the game already in his 1st game in the NFL. Look at that spin move by Roddy White.
The guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And
Now as we jump ahead to the next drive, we join at a 2nd and 12. Gonna try the wheel route again. This time it will be broken up. Meredith dropped it, and he was contested. Peterman, 13 for 19, 226 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. What a great debut for him, as now they come out for a 3rd and 12. A do-or-die down for them. As he rolls, he throws it over to White again, and White makes the catch. These linebackers that are playing deep are just not able to stop Roddy White, as Nate Peterman has a little pep in his step after that toss. Now as we stay with it, it is now a 1st and 10, and this looks like this is going to be a run to Vereen. Vereen gets the ball. He goes out to the outside. He has a hole. He jukes. He is going down the sideline. He is going to get tackled, but there is a flag out. And who will this be on? This will be a holding on the offense. It is coming back. So the first run that the Bears actually got going is going to come right back. Now again, we have a 3rd and 2 this time around. We are on our own 49-yard line right there at midfield. Looks like Nate Peterman wants to change the play up a little bit. Nope, he's just going to go back to the normal play. And he's going to toss it over to Buckner. Buckner has a hole. He is going to the outside. He is at the sideline. He is going down, and he will score. This is Nate Peterman's 4th touchdown pass of the game. Now, I know what you guys may be thinking. This is a little bit unrealistic, and I understand that. So, as of next game, I'm going to be lowering the QB accuracy, messing with some of the pass defense reaction time, and just in general, the pass defense. So it'll be a little bit more realistic, as a 67 overall should not be throwing all over a defense like this. Now as we really skip ahead, we are going to rejoin the Bears. It is 31-19 now, as they've added a field goal, and they are on the Denver 5-yard line. They're going to toss out to Vereen, and Vereen will be stopped behind the line. This is what I'm talking about. You know, the blocking rate was, as soon as you get to the outside, is just very, very difficult to get working. Now, as they're going to get out to try on 2nd and goal, as you can see, they're running the clock as far down as they can, hardly getting the playoff. And Cook gets the ball, and it is in the end zone. Touchdown, Nate Peterman. He is pumped up about that one, as that is another touchdown pass for the rookie in his 1st game, as we see the pylon cam. And as I said before, we will be changing it up a little bit to make it a little bit more realistic. And as it turns out, that will be the final score, 38-19, as the Chicago Bears win, and the dejected Denver Broncos sit on the sideline wondering what went wrong. As you can see, there's Nate Peterman shaking hands in the background, and the Bears and the Broncos walking off the field. As you can see, the Bears just simply outplayed the Broncos after that 1st quarter, and that will be the conclusion of this 1st episode, as you'll see some of his highlights here. I'd like to just thank you guys for watching the video, and hopefully you guys will join us for episode 2. I'm going to simulate the rest of the preseason, or actually I will play it, but I'm not going to show you guys that, as I know that's not what you guys want to see. And we're going to just keep working on Nate Peterman, trying to get him to the starting position. As you can see, Roddy White there going in for another touchdown. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, as I hope you guys will be joining us for episode 2 here shortly. Thanks, guys.
find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home.